Hello there! Welcome to Five Figures. I'm going to start off today with Ayaz, and I'm going to straight up warn you, none of these figures want to stand up today. So, as I'm done, I'm just going to plop them down. Ayaz is from the Pirates of Darkwater. I am saddened to inform you that I am missing his sword. The Pirates of Darkwater was a great show. I absolutely love the show. That being said, Ayaz, who is one of the coolest characters in the show, the figure is not that great. To stand flat, you have to do this. I mean, it always looks like he's ready to play limbo. And he's just a 5 POA. He just has shoulder, hip, and neck articulation. That's it. That being said, his sculpt is good. The paints are clean. And his sword, which I don't have anymore, was really awesome. Coolest sword in the whole show. But the figure just didn't come out great. None of the Pirates of Darkwater figures were that great except for Conk. And this one was probably the worst for me because literally, he has to be flat-footed. You have to stand like that. And that's dumb. Which is why he was really hard to stand. Which is why he's getting laid down. Now, next up is Chun-Li. And this is from the Capcom vs. Street Fighter. Or, I think it was Street Fighter vs. X-Men toy line. I was a big fan of this. I really liked it. The Zangief from this line was probably one of the best Zangief figures I've seen in the early... Well, obviously, there's... Storm Collectibles makes one now that is to die for. But I really did love it. This figure... This was like the best Chun-Li figure for a long, long time. I absolutely loved it. It's got some pre-pose problems to it. I mean, it's set to be posed one way particularly, which doesn't exactly work for a lot of other stuff. She does have awkward woman hips, which means they just go outwards. They don't really go forward. And a character that is so known for her kicking it doesn't work that well. That being said, just posing her, she does look fantastic. And I think you'll see this exact action figure body reused. I know it's the same body mold as the old Toy Biz Vindicators figures from Alpha Flight. And I just thought it was a fantastic figure. For the longest time, this was my definitive Chun-Li. And even though her eyes look a little bit weird now that I look at it, I still think it's a good-looking figure. I still think it's very well done. You know, it was kind of a weird decision to not put any like color variation there. I think most figures put like something there. This one did not do that. But I mean, look at the paint on that. For an old Toy Biz, that's pretty darn good. I'm going to lay her down right there. I know if I touch Panthro, this gal will fall over, so we're going to go to her next. This is another case I have to apologize. I cannot remember this character's name. But she is from the Legends of Sharkman action figure line. And yes, these are factory metallic bolt things. Why you would use metal rivets like that is beyond me. But that is how she came, new out of the package. She's a lifeguard. The Legend of Sharkman is basically about this giant shark man. This chick, there's a chubby Hawaiian guy, and there's a host of other like villains. I just don't know why they use these bolts. Even the one in her like back/butt is like a big heavy screw, like a Phillips head screw. Just weird. So it's one of the figures I saw it in a flea market, still new in the box, and it was something I just had to have because I've never seen one like it. I've never seen a figure made this strangely, and I was just really impressed with it. I had to get it. So anyway, I also liked that it didn't have shoes on. There isn't a lot of barefoot action figures, so I thought that was pretty cool. All right, I think we can handle Panthro now. This is not the 80s Panthro. This is Panthro from some point in the 2000s that I don't even know what. 6-inch figure. These things are remarkably well articulated. Double jointed elbows. I don't even know who made this thing. Probably Bandai. Feels like a Bandai thing. Let me look here. WBE and Wolf. It doesn't say who made it. But looking at, he's got like ball jointed hips, double jointed knees, all sorts of like pivot stuff on his ankles. This guy was really cool. the sad part is he didn't really look like Panthro, and I feel sad about that. He is, I don't know. I never saw this reboot, and I've heard it's really good. But I don't know, I just never saw this guy as Panthro. I could just never hear the voice coming out of him. I also don't like that these nunchucks are stationary. They're just clipped on there. I'm assuming he came with another pack, but I did acquire this guy loose from a collector here in town. So I don't know what all of his original accessories are. I do love the figure for what it is. To me, it looks like grumpy Irish Panthro, I guess, because of the big woolly sideburns. I mean, to me, I think Panthro he's like, dude, he's black. And this guy does not come across as black. He comes across as like Ahab. So, I don't know. It is what it is. It's a cool figure. It's just, to me, it will never quite be Panthro. And my last figure, told you she would want to fall over. This is Quistis Treppe. Treppe? Quistis Treppe from, I always called her Treppe. I can't remember how exactly you pronounce that. This is from Final Fantasy VIII. This is barely an action figure, but it's the closest thing we got ever to a Quistis Treppe figure. You basically just have her arms rotate. I don't think you get any movement. Okay, these one knee turns. That's it. One knee. And your arms. So you got a 3 POA. The head, solid. There is no articulation in that neck. That is a one solid piece. It is stunningly beautiful. It looks great. It just doesn't move. It doesn't do anything. And it just kind of stands there on your shelf or your desk and looks very pretty. I'm glad to have it, but I so would have loved, as one of my more favorite characters from the entire video game, I really wish that she would have come across better in action figure form. I'm going to make an attempt. See if I can get everybody to stand one more time. One more time. You just got to stand. Ioz can limbo. Look at how stupid that is. You got to arch him clear back. And Chun-Li will probably never stand unless I lean him on her. There. All right, they're standing. All right, well, that's been 5 action figures. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you liked the video. Later.